Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. Prince William is reportedly focusing on a future monarchy that might not involve Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, according to a highly credible insider. William is preparing for his eventual kingship and envisions a royal future without the Sussexes, the source disclosed. There's a prevailing belief that reintegrating the Sussexes into the royal family would be unwise, and they are likely to remain on the periphery. William is completely adamant that they, the Sussexes, shouldn't be welcomed back, while the king thinks it would help stop the media circus surrounding the family. William doesn't think the Sussexes have much more ammunition, and they've already played their best cards. Charles is the only senior member of the family who is holding out any hope of a reconciliation, but that has more to do with Harry being his son than anything else. The royal family have had more than enough of this very public tantrum. If it's not books and TV appearances, it's court appearances and stories appearing in the press. There's not much more left to say, and it's no surprise that the family are keeping them, the Sussexes, at arm's length. They can't be trusted. Senior royals are more than aware that Harry and Meghan's popularity has nosedived since Megxit and are concerned that letting them back into the fold could prove catastrophic for the family. They don't want to be part of being booed at public events, and they certainly don't want to be seen as weak for allowing them back in after everything they've done. Carole Middleton, mother of Kate, has a strategic plan for her daughter to ascend Britain's social ladder and capture the heart of Prince William, according to royal author Omid Scobie. In his book, Endgame, Scobie writes, "As two caring parents who worked hard, made their mint and climbed the social ladder, no small feat in a country still obsessed with class, the Middletons, mostly Carole, saw that the pretty and grounded Kate was ready to carry the family name further to the top." Scobie claims that Carole Middleton orchestrated Kate's life to ensure that she was in the right places at the right time and spoke the right way. He mentions that Kensington Palace never denied Kate's elocution lessons as her relationship with William grew more serious. Scobie adds, "The Middleton strategy involved more than just aristocratic affectation. Carole calculatingly placed Kate right at the center of young Prince William's world." According to Scobie, Carole influenced Kate's educational choices when she learned that Prince William would attend the University of St. Andrews. He states, when Carole learned that Prince William was slated to attend the university, she encouraged her daughter to turn down a spot at her dream school, the University of Edinburgh, take a gap year to study abroad in Florence, and enroll at St. Andrews the following year. Scobie describes Kate and William's meeting as orchestrated by Carole, saying, "Carole set things up and Kate took it the rest of the way." Despite the planned nature of their initial meeting, Scobie emphasizes that the affection between William and Kate is genuine. He notes William's fondness for the relaxed lifestyle of the Middleton family in rural Berkshire, contrasting it with his royal upbringing. Scobie observes, William took to the cozy Middleton enclave in a village where time seemed to stand still. Scobie concludes that the Prince and Princess of Wales have sought to emulate the Middleton family environment in their own lives, valuing the down-to-earth, snug and congenial atmosphere over the formalities of royal residences. Palace Intrigue will be right back. Sarah Ferguson spoke with Hello about her involvement with the Big Give Christmas Challenge. Sarah is patron of Ruddy's Retreat, a charity which offers families dealing with cancer or other life-limiting illnesses respite stays at Primrose Valley Caravan Park in Filey, Yorkshire. Sarah said, "A cancer diagnosis is like a bomb going off for the whole family. Normal life comes to an end. My girls in particular were very affected by my illness. They just wanted to make it okay and were magnificent in terms of visiting me and supporting me in the aftermath of my mastectomy. Some time away from home to clear your mind and focus on wellness and the future can be so important." Since 2012, Ruddy's Retreat has helped more than 3,000 families from all over the UK, and the respite breaks provide a chance for the whole family to come together and spend quality time free from day-to-day concerns and build precious memories. Sadly, some of the children and parents staying only have a few months to live, so these memories really do mean the world. Families report seeing a significant reduction in the level of stress, with health benefits for the individual, both mentally and physically, and for other family members, including siblings. A simple recharging of the batteries for the family is sometimes all that is needed. It's about bringing a little bit of joy and kindness into these families' lives. I'm still recovering from surgery for breast cancer, and my experience has given me a new appreciation of what the families Ruddy's Retreat helps are going through. I was lucky in that my cancer was caught early thanks to a mammogram, which I nearly put off. I only went because my sister Jane nagged me to go. I remember the impact on Beatrice when Eugenie had to undergo major surgery for scoliosis at the age of 12. She was so concerned for her sister. What many of the families Ruddy's Retreat are going through is obviously much worse. Any parent's instinct is to want to fix their children's problems, but sometimes that isn't possible. Siblings absorb a lot of the disruption and stress that is caused by a serious illness in the family and can often feel neglected because of the understandable focus on the sick child. A holiday with the whole family where they can focus on joy for a short period can make all the difference. In The Standard, Melanie McDonough writes about Endgame. The one thing all this does reveal is that poor Robert can't write for nuts. But now he's letting loose. What do we find? That Charles has his shoelaces ironed and his toothpaste dispensed by the infamous silver-crested squeezer. That William can't be doing with his brother. That Kate and Meghan were told to channel Diana's style. That William sometimes sets himself at odds with his father and has a bad temper. Oh, and that Meghan absolutely didn't use the word racist when it came to those unfortunate queries about what her baby would look like. She just didn't like the tone. Actually, there was one useful insight in this guff about the Sussex's financial situation. He says he wasn't briefed by Meghan, and it's as bad as we might have thought. Spotify dropped them after signing them up. One executive called them grifters. They don't want to go in for fundraising. Meghan may launch something more accessible, something rooted in her love of details, curating, hosting life's simple pleasures and family, but not being Gwyneth Paltrow. I'm not sure that'll keep them in their preferred style. Lady Antonia Fraser, a renowned historian, has urged King Charles to authorize DNA testing of bones in Westminster Abbey believed to be those of Edward V and his brother Richard, known as the Princes in the Tower. These princes are thought to have been murdered in 1483 by their uncle, the Duke of Gloucester, later Richard III. Unlike the late Queen Elizabeth, who supported the Church of England's opposition to such investigations, King Charles is reported to have a different stance. Lady Antonia, who has been fascinated by the fate of the princes since writing her biography of Charles II, noted that it was during his reign that the bones were found at the Tower of London in 1674 and later moved to Westminster Abbey. She believes there is now an opportunity for this investigation and argues that the Church should not worry about setting a precedent, as she sees this case as unique. Lady Antonia says, "The great thing now is there is an opportunity," and expresses hope that King Charles will allow the investigation to proceed. "I don't think there is another set of circumstances which is similar. I hope that King Charles will think it right to allow it to go ahead." And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please follow us on Apple or Spotify or your app of choice. And if you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue. Good times.